And welcome back. And this is especially good for Ernie, who doesn't even have a grill. There are a lot of novices out there going to see all this cooking and barbecuing going on down the river. Going to say, you know what, I'm going to do that at home. And they go out and buy a gas grill. We're here with Patrick Galphin with nexAir, and that's a great thing because cooking with gas is efficient, it's quick, but it can also be dangerous.
That's right. It can be very dangerous if you just don't know what you're doing. So as the start of this summer grilling season gets on, we thought it'd be great to come out and tell everybody some things they need to check as they're getting their grill fired up for the first time this season.
Because a lot of people just go to the convenience store and they pick up one of these tanks of LPG, which is liquid propane gas, and it is actually liquid inside the container.
That's right. When these tanks are filled, they're filled with liquid propane gas, or LPG, and it's filled to about 80% of the volume of the tank. So the most important part of these tanks is this valve right here. It's called an OPD valve, or an overfill protection device. That uses this little float that's right here. As they fill the tank, that float raises up, and that keeps it from getting overfilled. You got to leave yourself enough of that headspace in the top for that liquid propane to expand into a gas, because that's what your grill burns, is gas.
Now, most people, the thing that scares them is they've got to hook this contraption up to the tank, and then this goes from the tank to the grill, correct?
That's correct. That's right. Now, a couple things you first want to check, again, as we're getting this summer grilling season started, you want to check all your fuel lines to make sure they're not dry rotted. They've been sitting up probably since last spring. Just check these fuel lines. They're real easy to get replaced.
And how do you tell if it's dry rotted?
It won't be very flexible. It'll have cracks in it, things like that. It should be nice and shiny, just like this one is. It should be able to be real bendable, everything. You also want to check all your connections on your grill. Make sure they're good and tight. You don't want any leaks. That's how fires and that's how accidents happen.
Okay, and then when you start it, you turn this valve on. Is there another valve, or just then there's usually a valve on the barbecue itself?
Right. The first thing you want to do when you're hooking this up, you're hooking the valve up to the cylinder, it should screw on nice and easy. If it's hard to turn on or hard to attach, you might have it cross-threaded, you might have some debris in there, just take it off and start over. Once it gets on, turn the cylinder on first, then turn on the grill.
Now, when you turn the grill on, and I think this is what kind of frightens a lot of people, you hear it hissing, and then you get the lighter out and you start trying to ignite it. But that's kind of the dangerous part, too, because if it doesn't ignite right away, you've got a lot of fumes in there.
That's right, and propane's heavier than air. So if you can't get it lit within the first 10 or 15 seconds, shut everything off, wait 5-10 minutes, come back and try again. You don't want to have a buildup of that propane gas in the area.
And so the main thing to do is cut it off at the tank first then, too, right?
Cut it off at the tank first, and you want to do that when you're done grilling as well. When you're done for the evening, turn your tank off first, let the fire burn out, then shut off the grill. That way you don't get any fuel caught in your lines.
And just for safety, Ernie, we'll be with you the first time you try this. Thank you very much for being with us, Patrick. And we'll have more down here at Tom Lee Park and the great barbecue cooking contest coming up. Stay with us. Live downtown Earl Farrell, Fox 13 News.